Are you looking for the best TCL TVs? In this video we will look at some of the best TCL TVs before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. TCL QM8/QM851G QLED. The best TCL TV we've tested is the TCL QM8/QM851G QLED. It's an impressive TV that delivers amazing picture quality with an impressive selection of extra features. It's one of the brightest TVs on the market, and it has fantastic reflection handling, so this TV overcomes glare in the brightest possible rooms. It also has outstanding black levels, so content you watch in a dark room looks terrific. Regardless of your lighting conditions, the TV displays vibrant, lifelike, and very bright colors, so colors really stand out. It's a stellar gaming TV with extremely low input lag in game mode. It supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports, one of which is capable of 4K at 144 Hz or 1080p at 240 Hz, while its second is limited to 4K at 120 Hz. Additionally, the TV supports every VRR technology for nearly tear-free gaming from any source. It also has a quick response time for minimal blur behind most fast motion, although it does struggle more coming out of dark states, so you do see some black smudging in darker scene transitions. The TV is available in sizes ranging from 65-inch to a massive 98-inch, so there are no options on the smaller end. Number 2. TCL QM7/QM751G QLED. If you want something cheaper than the TCL QM8/QM851G QLED, the best mid-range TCL TV we've tested is the TCL QM7/QM751G QLED. It has most of the same features as its higher-tier sibling, and still provides very good overall picture quality. It's not as bright as the QM851G, but it's still bright enough to use in a well-lit room, although you will want to avoid placing a lamp directly opposite the screen since it struggles with direct reflections. The TV doesn't have the same outstanding black levels as the more expensive option, and there's more noticeable blooming, but it's still good enough for a pleasant darkroom viewing experience. Fortunately, it displays the same vibrant colors as the QM851G, although it can't display them as brightly as that TV. Despite being cheaper, the TV has the same gaming features as the top pick. You get HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports, one of which supports up to 4K at 144 Hz and 1080p at 240 Hz, while the second is limited to 4K at 120 Hz. The TV's input lag and response time are almost exactly the same as the QM851G, too, so you get the same responsiveness and minimal blur behind fast motion. The smallest size you can purchase this TV in is a 55-inch model, and the largest is a 98-inch. Unless you need a small TV for a bedroom or kitchen, you have options. Number 3. TCL Q6/Q651G QLED. If you want to avoid paying what TCL is asking for the TCL QM8/QM851G QLED or the TCL QM7/QM751G QLED, the best budget TCL TV we've tested is the TCL Q6/Q651G QLED. You don't get close to the same picture quality as you do on the higher picks, but it's still decent overall. The TV's brightness and reflection handling aren't good enough for a bright room, but they're still good enough to use the TV in a moderately lit room. On the other hand, it doesn't look nearly as good in a dark room as the top 2 picks since it doesn't have local dimming to increase black levels, so blacks look grayish during brighter scenes. The TV displays a wide range of colors, but they aren't as vibrant as what you get from the QM8 and QM7. Despite not having HDMI 2.1 bandwidth or support for 4K at 120 Hz, the TV still has a couple of impressive features for a model in this price range. If 4K at 60 Hz feels a bit choppy and you prefer a higher frame rate, you can play in up to 1440p at 120 Hz instead. It also supports VRR at both 60 Hz and 120 Hz, so you get a nearly tear-free gaming experience regardless of the resolution and refresh rate. You also get the same low input lag as the more expensive options, but its response time is noticeably slower, so you do see more blur behind fast motion. The TV is available in sizes ranging from a small 43-inch model to a huge 98-inch one, so there are options for almost any space. Number 4. TCL S5/S551G. If you want a cheaper basic model, the TCL S5/S551G is the best cheap TCL TV we've tested. If you're getting an inexpensive TV like this one, there are a few compromises you have to make. Like the TCL Q6/Q651G QLED, blacks look grayish during brighter scenes, so it doesn't look very good in a dark room. It's also too dim in HDR for highlights to stand out much at all, so HDR content really lacks impact. However, it's bright enough in SDR to use in a room with a few lights on, and it displays a wide range of colors, so you do get fairly vibrant and lifelike colors on this model. The TV is limited to HDMI 2.0 bandwidth, and you don't get 4K at 120 Hz. However, you can choose to drop your resolution to play in up to 1440p at 120 Hz with full VRR, which is great for a TV this affordable. You also get minimal blur behind fast motion thanks to its very good response time, and it has low enough input lag that you don't feel a delay between your controller inputs and the action on the screen. It's available in 6 different sizes, so there's everything from a large 85-inch model down to a smaller 43-inch option.